Okay, so the first step is to access the main library webpage. To go there, you have to search library.uws.ac.uk. So when you enter, this is the main webpage. You have the search engine here, advanced search we will talk about, and then some other options down below. You have the option to sign in right at the beginning or later on, so you don't have to sign in when you search for resources. But if you want to access the online resources, you will be asked to sign in. So you have the option to do it at the beginning or later on in case you need to access any online material. Okay, so let's just say I sign in just to make it easier. Right at the beginning, you click your identification, enter your identification information, and then now you are signed in. Let's say I would like to search for our upcoming topic, political ideology. I just simply put the term there and enter. This is the easiest way to do a search, so the most basic type of search. So as you can see here, there's the local searches here. That means the result of this search is mostly confined to resources available in the library, either physically or some of the online material. I've seen that it doesn't cover, I think, all the online material. So what I usually do is to search for all resources rather than local searches. So all resources, and then I make my own selection. Let's just, before we go to all searches, all resources, let's take a look at what the result of this search is. So we had 325 results came out of this search. The term is political ideology. Okay, so the search involves several possibilities. One is that your term appears in the title of the result, the publication, either together, so political ideology as one term, or the search engine splits the two. So the political uses of ideology. So now political ideology is not one term, but separated. And it can also do, if you go down the, later, so these are most relevant results and then becomes less relevant and here sorted by relevance. As you go down the search, you will see that the way the search engine works with the term starts to change. So basically, there's more separation between the two. So now it's looking at not just political but also politics. So this is doing it on its own, right? If you're okay with that, and look at this, for example, sometimes the search engine just on by default not only separate them but also exclude one and gives you the other one. So just politics. There's no ideology in the title here, and there's surely ideology somewhere appearing in this source, but not in the title, right? And it could even not. They could even not appear in the title of the book or the publication, right? But they might appear somewhere in the abstract. It's a very short introduction to that resource, or it could appear in the keywords for that resource. Okay, so if you want to confine this a little bit more, so if you want to say no, 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 I'm not looking for separation of these two terms. What I want is exactly this term, political ideology. I don't want politics of ideology or ideological, blah blah. So what you can do is to put quotation mark. When you put quotation mark, it enforces that it tells the search engine that all I'm interested in is this package, political ideology, right? And again, it might have benefits for certain searches, or you might want to have more variation depending on what you're looking for. And now, if you go down, you can see political ideology happens together. You can also, I mean, we'll go towards it a little bit more in the advanced search, but you can, make sure that the political ideology happens in the title of the publication, or anywhere in the publication. So you have that possibility as well. So let's go back to the simplest search and look at one of these, right? So these include books that are physically available in the library, like here, Modern Political Ideologies by Andrew Vincent. You can see the year of publication here. Sorry. Year of publication here, 2010, and you can see the publisher, and you can see where it's available. So it's available at Paisley Level 2, 3220.5. And if you go to the library, there are indications on the bookshelves that tells you, well, first of all, you know that you have to go to the second level, and then you can look at, the indications on the bookshelf to find the boundary in which 320.5 falls. And then you go into that bookshelf row and you locate the specific book. If in case you're lost, you can always talk to the library staffs, and they're very helpful to guide you to the right location. This is in case you're looking for a physical copy that exists in the library. And this is not the only copy. As you can see, there are other locations. If you are from Lanarkshire and you want to know if this book is available in Lanarkshire, you can click here and you can see yes. So there is one copy and one available. Sometimes if someone borrows this becomes zero, right? There is one copy but nothing available. Um, so this also gives you an indication if the book is available for in that particular library that you're looking for. Okay, good. So if now, and sometimes physical books, because there are too many versions, it doesn't appear exactly where they are or what editions they are. So you have to click on, again, showing here, you have to click here on, there are 6 versions of this record existing. You can click here and now you can see, oh, why? Because there is the 7th edition, the 5th edition, the 4th edition of the same book. Sometimes there are important differences between editions, and sometimes they are more or less the same. Again, depending on what you're looking for, you might be looking for a specific edition, in which case, this one tells you where you can again find that edition in different libraries, etc. Now, if you're looking for, um, if you are wondering about a specific resource that is online, let's say an article, right? Let's see. So again, the local searches usually gives you physical copies, right? So let's go to all resources. So now all resources gives you, online access and much more than what is usually included in the local searches. Okay, so let's say you're scrolling down, you're reading a different publication, and oh, that's interesting because I'm looking at political ideology and immigrant rights movement. Oh, I want to take a look at this. So now you have the option to read the article online, or look at it, the full text in the journal's website. So it directs you to that website. Okay, but before we go in there, you can see that this journal was published in the Journal of Social Forces, very important sociological journal. The year of publication 2016, and that's important to take a look at, because if you're looking for very recent or specific year, the publication a specific year, that you can already filter some of that, and you can actually enforce that in the search, and I'll show you later on. Okay, so let's say this is a good source to look at. You click on full text available. Let's see if we can get there smoothly.